Hello, my name is Richard Thyssen and I'm the 2010 President of the London and St. Thomas Association of Realtors, one of Canada's 15 largest real estate associations, representing 1,500 realtors working in Middlesex and Elgin counties, a trading area of 500,000 residents. 2010 is just wrapped up, and as my final act as President, I'd like to take a look at what happened in our market during my year in office. First, a little recent history. The first decade of the 21st century was a good one for real estate in our area, as you can see. There were many ups and downs, and in 2007 we had our best year ever with 9,378 home sales. 2008 was looking pretty good too, until the global financial meltdown in the autumn of 2008 and the resulting Great Recession. And then we did pretty well. Our fourth best year ever with 8,356 sales. Admittedly, most of these sales took place before the recession hit. What followed was a definite turndown. From the early 2009 to October of that year, the market's performance could be described as lackluster at best. However, beginning in October 2009, the market began to rally. Buyers who had been sitting on the fence decided to get back into the game, and we had some really good months. October, November, and December 2009, and January through May 2010, before pent-up demand was met and the numbers started to soften again. The good news is that even though with that softening, we pulled out a little ahead of last year. Moreover, we were right in line with where we were in 2002 and 2003 before the house of cards that was the U.S. housing market collapsed. If there's one thing we've learned over the past couple of years, it's that a robust regulatory environment is to everyone's advantage. We cannot avoid some of the drag on our economy when our largest trading partner, the United States, is in trouble. But here in London and St. Thomas CMA, we've come through the bad time without too much visible damage. Our recovering real estate market is proof of that. If sales are holding steady, what about product or listings? This chart shows the tight market for product in the early part of the decade. A full-fledged seller's market characterized those years, followed by a gradual increase in the number of listings as the London and St. Thomas CMA moved steadily towards a more balanced market. Then in 2008, a lot of sellers found themselves suddenly in a much more competitive market than had been the case in previous years, as buyers, spooked by the financial uncertainty, waited for signs that the worst of the global crisis was over. Fewer sellers entered the market in 2009, but they did well because by that time the fence sitters decided that it was safe to buy. The result was a continued seller's market at the time when a balanced market might seem to have made more sense. That balanced market really began to kick in last year. A balanced market means there are plenty of buyers to go around, but they have had a wide range of listings from which to choose. And a balanced market is good for everybody, buyers, sellers, and the community's economy, which benefits from a robust housing market. This chart depicts inventory, the number of listings that are still active at the end of each year. As you can see, its ups and downs mirror closely the ups and downs of listings over the past decade. The interplay between supply and demand is one way to determine whether the market is healthy. Another is the average house price. The average sale price is calculated based on the total dollar volume of all properties sold. What you want to see in this regard are moderate increases over time. Remember, real estate is an investment, not a lottery ticket. If your house increases dramatically in value overnight, you may find yourself in the middle of a housing bubble. The trouble with housing bubbles is that they burst, and homeowners can be left holding a mortgage on a house that is worth less on the market than it is on paper. A sharp decline in average house prices is also not good. Fortunately, our market shows no signs of either a housing bubble or deflation. Every year over the past decade, including the turndown which began in the fall of 2008 and ended in the spring of 2009, has seen a gradual increase in the average house price. A word of caution, average sale price information can be useful in establishing trends over time. However, it should not be used as an indicator that specific properties have increased or decreased in value. Moreover, although average home prices may appear to have increased significantly year over year, their increases from one month to the next is far more modest and more fully represents the level and pace of actual appreciation, as indicated by the following table. Notwithstanding the steady increase in price, the London St. Thomas CMA continues affordable when compared to other centres. Here we have the Canadian Real Estate Association's latest major market survey, published in September of 2010. Of course, realtors just don't sell houses and commercial properties. We sell homes and places of work that make life in those homes possible and worth living. Here at the London and St. Thomas Association of Realtors, in fact, in all real estate associations across Canada, we subscribe to what we call quality of life philosophy. One of the principles of that philosophy is that a community's quality of life is predicated on its having a vibrant economy. A good economy creates jobs, expands the tax base, and revitalizes communities. That's why we're so proud of the contribution real estate sales make to the London and St. Thomas CMA. And we can quantify that contribution. According to a recent study prepared for the Canadian Real Estate Association by Altus Group Economic Consulting in Toronto, a total of $46,400 in ancillary expenditure is generated by an average housing transaction in Canada over a period of 3 years from the date of purchase. That means that the sales from 2010 will generate $377,139,200 of economic activity over the next few years. That's in addition to the dollar volume generated by real estate sales in our area over 2010, which stands at $2,044,092,298, up 9% from last year. All in all, 2010 has proven to be a very satisfactory year. Sales volumes were very respectable, and the market became increasingly balanced over 2010. Good news for both sellers and buyers. And we saw modest but real price increases over time. The fundamentals of our local economy here in London and St. Thomas CMA certainly remain strong, and as the final quarter figures indicate, the market looks to be on track for delivering a solid performance in 2011. For more information on real estate in London, please check out our website, www.lstar.ca. And from all our 1,500 Realtor members, I would like to wish you all the best in 2011.